Hey friend, let me ask us something that may seem a little tender. Do you remember the first time someone made you feel very, very small? Not embarrassed, not awkward, but truly small, like we didn't even belong in our very own skin. Like we needed to shrink back just to survive that very moment. I do, very vividly. And I thought that kind of pain was reserved for childhood, but lately, I've come to realize something that's a little sobering. Bullies don't retire at 18. They just find bigger playgrounds to play in. And if you've ever felt leaving a room carrying someone else's cruel words like emotional luggage, well, these words are for you. Elementary school, 3rd grade. Recess had just started. I was running towards the monkey bars, already planning my victory lap in my head. But before I could reach them, a much taller girl, someone I didn't even know well, stepped right in front of me. No warning, no real reason. Just her towering over me and making it crystal clear that I had done something very, very wrong. Except I had no idea what. Her little sister stood nearby smirking. I remember shaking, frozen. My only wish was, I wished I had an older brother with muscles who could come run to protect me. I didn't have any brothers. No one came. And in that moment, something cracked inside of me, and I didn't become braver. I didn't stand up for myself. I actually became small. Shrinking felt like the safest option in that moment. From that day forward, I avoided the playground. I stayed near the classroom door, as if proximity to the teacher could ward off fear. But the real bully wasn't the girl anymore. It was fear itself. It moved in. Fear became my default. I didn't just dodge confrontation, I rewrote the rules of how I was going to live. I stayed quiet when I had something to say. I stayed hidden when I longed to be seen. Isn't it wild how one moment, just a few seconds of someone else's cruelty can cast a shadow that stretches into decades? Looking back, it's just like fear pulled up a chair at every big decision I was going to make. And maybe for some of us, it still does. Here's what caught me off guard. I thought once I became an adult, started going to church, and stepped right into my calling, I'd be safe. But I was wrong. Because one day, as a grown woman in leadership, someone pulled my husband aside and told him, not once, not twice, but 3 separate times, that I was one of the worst leaders that they had ever seen. 3 times. And let me be clear, this wasn't a loving correction. This wasn't mentorship. This was a word missile. I knew in my soul that wasn't who I was, but it still stung. It still made me question, am I ruining people? Fear showed up again, yet same voice, different playground. I had a choice to make, to accept their version of me or to ask God what He saw. And I felt Him whisper, not in lightning bolts or thunder, but in quiet places. You don't wake up, Gloria, every single day to ruin people. You wake up to help them every single day. That was the day I started fighting back. Not with venom, not with vengeance, but with truth. So here's what's been helping me walk taller, and maybe it'll help you too. Number 1, it's the 3% rule. Have you heard about it? Is there a sliver of truth in their words? If so, reflect. And if not, release. Every opinion doesn't deserve a permanent seat in our minds. And number 2, reflection over reaction. Before I spiral, I pause now. I ask God to show me what's real. Sometimes the enemy uses people's words to reinforce old lies that we fully haven't healed from, and it stings. And number 3, stand taller, not smaller. I remind myself I'm not here to play their game. I'm here to rewrite the script, to show up with grace and with holy grit, and to stay aligned with who God says I am. I never got that big brother with muscles, but my friends, I did get something better. A God who never left. He kept to His promises. Psalm 34:18 says this Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. I don't know what your bully looks like. Maybe they are a loud voice. Maybe they had a religious title. Maybe they looked a lot like someone you loved. But no matter what form they come in or came in, they didn't get that final say. Don't give it to them. God wants that final say. Give it to Him. So friend, if someone made us feel small, guess what? If fear still pulls up a chair at our table, let this be a gentle reminder we don't have to play by those old rules any longer. We get to rewrite the story. We get to tell it from a different position. We get to ask for help. We get to step out of the shadows and into the light of God. We are not who the bullies said we were. We are who God says we are. So let's stand tall, let's stay tender, and let's keep walking together.